Alright, what's up YouTube? This is BoxingWave. Just gonna do a quick video on Hughie Fury fighting Alexander Povetkin this weekend on the undercard of Lomachenko and Luke Campbell. Okay. Now, what do I think about this fight? Uh I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not really a fan of Fury. Okay, Hughie. I'm not a fan of him that much. I have not seen one fight of his that I enjoyed watching. Okay. Um, Samuel Peter win is just the fact that Samuel Peter is still fighting is just ridiculous to me. But whatever. That's not Fury's fault. It is what it is. That was his opponent. He did what he had to do. But Joseph Parker, the Joseph Parker fight, a fight that I covered here on this channel. Hughie is just not a guy that does enough to win. Now, I'm actually a fan of Arislandi Lara. You guys know I like Lara. You know, um, and but one thing that people used to say about Lara is that he ran and he didn't do enough to win. Like there were specific fights that people hated Arislandi Lara for, like the Canelo fight, or maybe there's a couple other fights there that people just could not stand Lara for. There's a few fights that he has that people can't stand. That's how I feel about Fury. You know, I don't want to drift too much off topic, but the reason why I like Lara is because when he first started as a professional, he used to throw more punches. He's more like how he is, the way he is now in his more recent fights is a lot more action. Is the way he was when he first started. Like he was knocking guys out. Once he started upgraded in talent, he used to start doing all this extra movement and shooting the left hand and he especially in the Canelo fight. But anyway, Fury, I just I don't know, man. He doesn't do enough to win fights for me. And the top two fighters that I've seen him fight, which was Pulev and Joseph Parker, I just hated those fights. I absolutely hated to sit down and watch those fights. I just can't do it. It's too much tying up. Fury will move and throw jabs. He won't really engage. He just won't. And I feel like even when he's possibly down on points, it's like, okay, what are you gonna do to change what you're doing? And he doesn't do anything. He's just a lot of holding and tying up. And once you try to engage him, he just ties you up. You know, it's very annoying to watch him fight. I'm just not really a fan. I mean, he's good. He has a good jab. And he moves extremely well. Kind of slick in there. Uh, he's not a bad fighter. It's just I'm just not a fan of him. You know. Uh, Now, Alexander Povetkin is a guy that's not going to just be following him around. He's not going to be like Joseph Parker in there, who was just trying to follow him around and land a big shot. Okay, uh, he did make Parker look bad because he didn't make Parker miss a lot, but Parker still won just off being aggressive, landing those right hands here and there, and landing those body shots when Hughie was in the corner, stuff like that. I haven't watched the fight in a while. That fight I haven't watched recently. I haven't watched that fight. I would never sit there and watch that fight again. But um, I think Povetkin is going to be a little different. All right, Povetkin is not going to be chasing around Hughie Fury. Okay, I see this fight being in the center of the ring. I see Fury doing a lot of lateral movement, but Povetkin's not just going to be following him in a straight line, trying to land big right hands. Povetkin is going to be looking to counter. Okay, he's going to be looking to counter those jabs. He's going to be throwing overhand rights. He's going to be getting low, coming up, throwing hooks up top to the body, throwing combinations. Okay, he wants to make every punch count. Okay, he's not going to just be following this guy around. All right. Now, what I worry about is like the same issue I've seen in other fights: holding, tying up, stuff like that. Hughie uses that as his defense once you get close enough to him. All right. Once you get close, he's going to tie you up. He's going to hold you. He's going to lean on you. He's going to do all that kind of stuff. How is Povetkin going to react to that? Hopefully, he doesn't react to it in a way like he did against Vladimir Klitschko, which is one of the worst fights of all time. All right, one of the worst fights in recent years, not of all time, but in recent heavyweight fights, that's probably one of the worst fights I've ever seen. Povetkin against Klitschko, because Klitschko just held and leaned on him over and over and over again. And you know what? Povetkin did absolutely nothing. He was actually really calm and relaxed while this was going on. So hopefully it's not one of those type of fights. I can see Povetkin definitely having some issues with Fury's jab. Okay, definitely. But I also see Povetkin taking away some of those jabs because of the counters. You know, Povetkin has great timing, even though he's shorter. He doesn't have the long reach like a lot. He's not a he does like to fight on the outside, but he steps in quickly and counters. He doesn't he's not like a come forward front foot heavy fighter where he's chasing you down. He's not like a Derek Chisora. You would think he's like that. He's not. Okay, he's all about timing, all right, and being accurate, all right. He got a good punch selection, good combination puncher. And to be honest with you, I want him to win the fight. I would like him to win because I feel like if Povetkin wins the fight, he's still there to give me some of these fights that I want to see at heavyweight. He's still one of the better heavyweights. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Luis Ortiz. I really want to see that fight. I don't know if I've ever said that on this channel, but that is just a fight that I've always wanted to see. I've had debates about that with people, about who's better between the two. Okay, some say Povetkin, some say Ortiz. That's just a fight I've always wanted to see because I want Ortiz to fight someone else outside of just Wilder. And since Ortiz is old and Povetkin's old and they're still good, I kind of want to see them fight each other. Okay. Also, I wouldn't mind seeing Wilder fight Povetkin in the future sometime. Fight that should have happened before, but that got screwed up because Povetkin is his whole meldonium situation. So I would still like to see that fight. I would like to see Povetkin fight some of the other top guys, maybe Andy Ruiz down the line, depending on how this fight goes, this rematch go. I like Povetkin and as a fighter. I think I hated him that year. I don't like him because of that year. That year was just a rough year, just failing drug tests. But outside of that, I actually like him as a fighter. I think he's good. I like watching his fights. He has some great fights, great performances, a lot of good knockouts, and I actually want to see him win because if he loses this fight, I feel like it might be over for him. But if he is to win this fight, we still got some other potential good fights with Povetkin still available. He's still one of the very elite top five, guys that's up there heavyweight. Even a Dillian White, if he is clean, hopefully we might even get a Dillian White fight. That's like these are fights that I always wanted to see. All right, so I think Povetkin wins this fight. I don't know if he's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be by knockout though. I think he may hurt Fury at some point. Like I said, I think he's also gonna have some trouble dealing with Fury's movement and his jab, definitely. But I think his clean and accuracy is gonna be the one. Is gonna make it. The judges pick him for the winner. I think it's gonna be a decision though. I think Fury is good enough to survive. I think he's a good survivor. Okay, but he's not a good like as far as making it a clear win. He's not good at doing that. He does just enough to make it a debatable fight, and I don't really like that. That kind of gets annoying with me. Um, Plus, he doesn't really have the power like that, and I don't expect him to really sit down on his punches, because he doesn't want to stick around to get hit by Povetkin. He wants to throw a couple shots and keep it moving. He's going to throw a lot of jabs. He's going to throw his big right hand every now and then, but his right hand it don't got that power, and it's not as clean, it's not as flush as a lot of other guys in the heavyweight division, including Povetkin. Okay, he's going to be mostly getting his points off jabs. All right, just touching shots. All right, not enough, but enough to frustrate a guy like Povetkin. All right, but you never know. I'm the same guy that didn't even think David Price would beat Dave Allen recently. I actually picked David Price to lose that fight. Uh, but you never know. Fury is a slicker fighter. So guys like that, it's very tough to figure them out. But I think if Povetkin holds his ground, doesn't chase, and wait for just rely on his timing and his punch selection, I think he's going to be just fine. All right. So I had Povetkin winning this one by a decision. Not going to be a great fight though. Not expecting a great fight. All right. Make sure you check out the Luke Campbell, uh, Lomachenko breakdown that I did right before this. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.